possessions, our power, our ability, our pride. What if instead we just said, you know what, Lord, every day I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to say a prayer of submission. Today, Lord Jesus, I submit my life to you. I trust it to you. My fears, my worries, all of my striving, all of the things I think I'm going to achieve, Lord, I want you to take it all. And I believe that you will use my submission to your glory. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, Jesus says. Learn from him. He says his yoke is easy and his burden is light. The burden that he's placing on you is light because he's carrying all the weight. So what must I do? It begins there in our full submission to him. But don't find yourself like this man who wouldn't submit, who wouldn't let go of that one aspect or however many aspects of our life that we try to hold on to. Don't live like that, because he went away sad. And I don't want to see that happen to you, but that's our second point here. He went away sad because he didn't want to agree to Jesus' terms. And there is a lot of people in this world that find themselves in that place. Tim Keller compares the lordship of Christ, submitting to him as Lord above all. He calls what that ends up looking like, he calls it a life-quake. Like, we need a life-quake. And I want to read this quote from him. He says, when a great big truck goes over a tiny little bridge, I told a story about that earlier, didn't I? Sometimes there's a bridge quake. And when a big man goes onto thin ice, there's an ice quake. Whenever Jesus Christ comes down into a person's life, there's a life quake. Everything is reordered. If he was a guru, if he was a great man, if he was a great teacher, even if he was a genie in a lamp, there'd be some limits on his rights over you. But if he's God, brothers and sisters, if he's God, Keller says, you cannot relate to him at all and retain anything in your life that's a non-negotiable. Anything. Any view, any conviction, any idea, any behavior, or any relationship. He may change it. He may not change it. But at the beginning of that relationship, you have to say, Lord Jesus, in everything, you have supremacy. A lot of people have a problem with this. Sometimes those people are you and me, because again, we don't want to let go of control. A lot of people, when they find out, like this rich young ruler, when they find out that the way of Jesus asks something of them, when they find out there's a cost, they go away sad. And sometimes we've gone away, and most wouldn't notice. Sometimes there are people in our lives that have gone away, and we might not have noticed. We may have these secret sins or these secret things that we hold on to that nobody else knows about, but we aren't fooling God. God knows exactly what it is that we're holding on to that we need to let go of. And so the question will come down for you and me. Are we going to trust him? Are we going to submit to him? Are we actually following Jesus? Or are we just talking about following Jesus while we're actually following ourselves? That's a question only you and the Lord can answer. But let's not be people that hold back, because the way of Jesus is better. Brothers and sisters, it is just better. Keller adds to this idea that he's teaching on. He says, imagine you had a dear friend who was dying of a very rare disease, and you bring this friend to a doctor, and the doctor says, you'll be dead in a week. I can cure you, But I want you to know, if I give you the remedy, there's just one thing. It'll keep you alive for the rest of your life. Sounds like good news, right? It'll keep you alive for the rest of your life, a nice long life, but you can never eat chocolate again. Well, you as this person's friend, right, that you've brought to this doctor and they've offered a way for them to live and it's awesome and all they have to do is not eat chocolate, you're excited.